Hey, what's going on, everybody? Jason here. I want to make a quick rant video here. Something all of us Aquarius already kind of know, but I don't know how many of us actually do this. This is the AquaClear, the FLUVAL AquaClear 50 I just bought yesterday, actually, for my 20-gallon saltwater tank. I just bought the brand new 20-gallon tank from Petco, $1 gallon sale. So I decided to test both of them. I took the 20-gallon out back, wanted to fill it up, make sure it didn't leak. And since I never had one of these, I'm like, heck, I'll fill it up or put it on the tank and test it. So watch this clip real fast. Okay, if you're wondering why you're watching that, I want you to do this. Go back and watch that and time how long it took to fill that jug. That jug that I had was 2 quarts, and it took about 14 to 15 seconds to fill that 2-quart jug. This FLUVAL filter, the 50, was on there. No media in there, not even the basket was in there. Just complete water flow. Came out to 120 gallons per hour. If you do 2 quarts by 15 seconds, that's 2 gallons an hour. I'm sorry, 2 gallons per minute. That's 120 gallons per hour. What does this say? 200 GPH. As far as I'm concerned, every single one of these filter companies false advertise, and it's kind of, at this point, it's kind of a joke. I don't really care how they measure this. I've had these be more accurate. These little Sun submersible pumps. You see how freaking tiny this thing. I'm not gonna put it by the camera. I can put it back here by my head and my hand. Look how tiny this thing is. This one I got for $8 on Amazon. I don't know how many years ago. I think I've had this since Oregon. 100 in GPH. I actually tested it once. It was maybe 10 or 20 GPH off. FLUVAL, 80 gallons per hour off. That kind of makes me mad. Now, again, we all kind of know this, but when you actually put an aquarium, test it like that, it kind of makes you think that you're getting ripped off, and in a way you are. Retail, these are 50 bucks. I got it for $38 because on the PetSmart website, they're 38 bucks, so they'll price match. But regular retail on this is $50. As far as I'm concerned, they owe us all at least 15 or 20 bucks. I mean, that's really like messed up. And I'm not trying to pick on just FLUVAL. I mean, like, what do I know? My YouTube channel is not that big. I have like 8,400 subscribers as of right now. I'm nobody in this YouTube aquarium world, but I've used a lot of filters. I've made my own filters, and honestly, you're almost better off making one than you are buying one. It's really ridiculous. Almost every single filter that I have bought like this, whether it's a canister or an HOB, the GPH is cut in half. And I've always said that whenever you buy a filter, like a ready-made one like this, HOB canister, whatever, half the GPH, cut that GPH in half. And I've had people tell me, oh, that's not true. Oh, it is freaking true. And it's actually really messed up. Any common sense company would measure the GPH flow by the actual water coming out of the filter. Now, I would totally understand if they measured that without any media in it, because depending on the person who's using it, you would use different type of media, so you can't really base it off of that. But you can't base it off of just that pump that's on the bottom, on the back. You can't just say that's 200 GPH, because by the time you put this whole thing together and the water fills up and goes out, you cut out 80 gallons per hour. That's false advertising, and it's just really messed up, because I would have bought a bigger one. I'm putting together a 20-gallon saltwater tank. I wanted a filter that will not only biologically, mechanically filter the water, but give a lot of water movement, and 200 GPH in a 20-gallon would do that. If it was, but it's not. It's 120 GPH. I have no doubt that this will biologically and mechanically filter my tank. Even at 120 gallons per hour, that's turning my tank over 5 times, which is good. It's enough, but it's not what it says on the box. I'm sure the filter works. I mean, I put it on the tank, it's filtering, the water goes through it. I mean, it's functioning. It's not functioning every way that they said it would. And it's really, this is, I mean, and this message goes out to every single filter company out there, Top Fin, AQUEON, every single one of you guys. I mean, get your quality control in check. I mean, how it took me 15 minutes to go outside, fill up my tank, put the filter on there, and check it. And you guys are off by 80 gallons per hour. You guys should be ashamed. I mean, and you're selling these for $50. You guys should sell them for $25 because they don't do half of what you said. And again, this is like, I know we all know this, but actually go and test your filters one time. And it'll make you mad because you feel that you got ripped off. I would have spent more money to get more GPH, but you know, the other ironic thing about this is there's like this filter guide on the back of here, right? And I got the 50, it says for 20 gallons to 50 gallon tanks. 50, who is gonna put this on a 50 gallon tank? You would barely turn the tank over 2 times an hour. You would need at least 2 or 3 of these. This is barely enough for a 20 gallon. You know, it's really messed up because they're good filters. You can fill the media basket. These companies make quality filters, but the GPH, how have they not fixed this by now? This is really stupid. You guys, and this message is for the aquarium companies. I mean, get it right. I don't care how you guys want to, I don't care how anybody wants to slice it and say, well, the pump isn't, they measure it with the pump not attached, or there's no meter or whatever. Like the GPH should be measured by the amount of water that is coming out of that filter into your aquarium. It should be measured upon the way it is used, not by like one part of that filter. That's a joke. And if Sun can get an $8 little submersible pump to be more accurate than this, that's freaking sad. And I've even measured this with 3 feet of tube going up, and it's still hardly slowed it down. I mean, but then again, even Sun makes canister filters, and I've tested that before, and they're way off. It's really messed up. They probably get these little pumps in it, and they test it like just the pump, like just this impeller, stick it in water. How hard is it to take a filter and check and set it up and check it? You can't get one employee to do that. The other big issue with a lot of these HOB filters, they come with cartridges that the companies don't tell you you really shouldn't throw away or add media to that filter. They're not actually biologically filtering your tank as much as they should, but they don't tell you that. They want you to throw the cartridges away so you buy more, but when you do that, you screw up your cycle. At least this you can fill with media and you don't throw half of it away. But, you know, this is the problem with these companies. You know, it's just like everything else out there you buy. They make things that break so you have to buy more, or they make a product that you have to buy more stuff for. It's just messed up, and then they lie about the specs on it. Now, some of you guys may say this isn't a big deal. To me, it's a big deal. Like, I mean, if it was 10 or 20 gallons off, yeah, not a big. 80 gallons, that's almost half. I think that's a big deal. That's false advertising, and they owe me money. All right, that's my rant, guys. Thanks for watching. Saltwater videos will continue. Hopefully, like I said, we'll try to get that set up this weekend. Thanks for watching.